The PFF Plus holiday sale is going on right now. Use the promo code HOLIDAY30 to get yourself 30% off a PFF Plus subscription. That means that you get everything. The grades, the premium stats, all of the fantasy tools, all of the betting tools, all the draft tools. It's everything a football fan could want year round. Holiday 30, that's what gets you 30% off that year-long PFF Plus subscription at subscribe.pff.com. Commanders at Vikings. Yeah, talk to me about the Vikings offense. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, this was maybe as tough a task as I've had all year, honestly, Trevor.
I bet it was.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So I mentioned a couple weeks ago that I felt like J.J. McCarthy's accuracy issues were really when he was throwing to the outside parts of the field, right, with his footwork and his mechanics. I thought he was actually throwing okay to the middle of the field where things are right in front of him and he doesn't have to get out of alignment. But when you talk about throwing to the outside, listen, J.J., if you can't get the ball to the outside of the field accurately against this Washington team, we got some things to really fix in the offseason. We might anyway. So J.J. McCarthy, 53.1 passing grade on throws at or outside the numbers. Okay, that is tied for the worst among all quarterbacks with at least 40 such attempts. The Washington Commanders have a 33.2 coverage grade out there at or outside the numbers. Something's got to give here. It is a stoppable force against a stoppable force against the movable object. Is that right? That's basically what we're looking at with J.J. McCarthy against this Washington secondary. There's injuries in that secondary. Marshawn Lattimore is out for the year. I don't believe Trey Amos has played recently. So you're really looking at a patchwork group of cornerbacks out there that has struggled all season. If he can't get the ball to his weapons in this game, I don't know when he's going to this season without some major refinement in the offseason. Have to be able to attack this Washington defense to the outer parts of the field. If you can do that, you can score some points. Finally, you can get a home win.
Yeah, I obviously think that these are two teams that aren't playing very well this season, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, my talking point I have here is the Commanders' run game. They're 18th in explosive runs from their running backs this season, and they're just 25th in yards before contact overall this season at just 5.6. And, you know, when you look at what the Commanders were last year, I felt like they were able to run the ball a lot better, and it just felt like they were able to control the game a lot better than they have this year. And certainly Jaden Daniels being in and out of the lineup, that goes into it. But even just from their running backs, it just has not been as good as it was last season when they were on quite a magical run all the way to the NFC Championship game. They were playing well, but they were playing well on the ground specifically, and they just haven't had that similar success. But unfortunately for the Vikings, these are two teams where there are areas to exploit. There have been areas that have been disappointing, but the catastrophic area being at quarterback for the Vikings, I don't really know how you pick this team, because you could say to yourself, oh, well, this is the game that J.J. McCarthy is going to figure it out and that he's all good. And if you think that's the case, then sure, you could pick the Vikings in this game. But if you think that J.J. McCarthy is anything like he has been so far this season, the Vikings aren't going to win. You can't have that poor of quarterback play from any team and expect to win the ball game, even if you're going up against a team that has also been struggling this season. I think it'll be decently close. Obviously, they've got the line at Commanders getting 1.5 points in Minnesota, so they like the Vikings. They are favored in this game. They're giving them the benefit of the doubt just because I'm sure of the coaching staff and the overall team and all of that, and certainly with Jaden Daniels not playing in this game, that goes into it. But I'm taking the Commanders. I'd take the Commanders here 21-16. I think they win this one.
I'm going to take the Commanders also. I think this game is anybody's guess. I have it 23-17. We don't know yet that Jaden Daniels will or won't be playing. He hasn't been cleared for contact yet, but Dan Quinn says he's going to take that all the way up to Friday to see what that decision might be with Daniels. But either way, I like the way that Washington's offense looked last week against Denver with Terry McLaurin back. You get that vertical threat back in there that really opens up everything else in this offense. I'll take Washington to just kind of find a way to get it done against this struggling Minnesota offense.